Hi guys, I'm Pratik from LWP Labs. So in this video, we are going to be discussing about two important keys cloud services that's introduced by Azure, that is Azure IaaS versus Azure PaaS. So Azure IaaS, it stands for Infrastructure as a Service. So this stands basically means that you will get full control over the things, like it can be virtual machines and storage, and also you get to decide how everything works, and also you will also be responsible for setting up and maintaining things, like it can be your database or your server. Not only that, it also gives a flexibility for your servers and also the customization that it needs. And also you will be in charge of making sure everything will run smoothly for your particular service. So that is about infrastructure as a service. On the other hand, we have one more important cloud service, that is Azure PaaS, that is stands for platform as a service. So with PaaS, Azure will take care of the hard stuff for you. It manages all, like it can be the infrastructure, it can be updates, the maintenance, everything is done by the Azure Microsoft. So this means that you will focus entirely on building and developing your application, while what Azure will do, it will handle everything behind the scenes, so that make sure that it is staying up and it's running smoothly. Now, that being said, I want to talk about another very important topic, that's about the offerings that these two cloud services offers. So we, on the left hand side, we can see is infrastructure as a service. On the right hand side, we can see the platform as a service. So infrastructure as a service, mainly we have four offerings. So in Azure, you can create a virtual machine with this SQL server. So this is nothing but like a computer that is running in the cloud. You can install the SQL server on this virtual machine and you can use it just like how you will do it with your physical computer. Then we have install MySQL or PostgreSQL on VMs. And it's not just SQL Server, but also you can install other database, like it can be like PostgreSQL, MySQL, and on these virtual machines. And also this will give you the option to choose the database that you need for your application. Then we have the choose your OS and database version. So with IaaS, you get to decide everything, what operating system and what you want to use. It can be either Windows, it can be Linux or anything, and which version of the database that you prefer. Then we have complete control over the database and server. So since you're managing the VM by yourself, you will have complete control over the database and your server. You can optimize and make changes whenever you need. On the right hand side, now we'll get into the PaaS, that is platform as a service offerings. So we have Azure SQL database that's fully managed. So it's a fully managed relational database, means that you don't have to worry about managing or the database. Azure will take care of this for you. Only you need to focus on your database for the application. Then we have Azure database for MySQL or PostgreSQL. So it also offers the managed database bases, and they're managed all by Azure itself. So you don't need to worry about anything. Then we have no need to manage OS or infrastructure. So we saw that on the left hand side, in unlike IaaS, with this PaaS, you don't need to manage the operating system or the infrastructure. Azure will take care of all of the technical details. So you'll only focus on building and running your application. And also one of the best parts of PaaS is automatic scaling, backups and updates. So that this means that as your application will grow, Azure will adjust the resources that it needs. Now we will look into some of the responsibility that these two cloud services offers. So with IaaS, you will manage your virtual machine. So that will run in the cloud. You will also handle the operating system, just like any Windows, or it can be either Linux. You will set up your database setup and configuration can be done. So you will decide how database will work and configure depending on your needs. And also you will take care of your security updates and your backup. So since you will control everything, you'll also be important. This is very important, is security, making sure everything is safe. You have need to make sure your system is also updated and with the regular backups it needs. And with the responsibility of PaaS, we have the Azure will manage the infrastructure. So we don't need to worry about anything. Azure will focus on building and managing the application. Azure will automatically handle the operating systems and the updates as well. And also finally, we have Azure will handle the updates, backups, and patches. So with all of these discussed, now you know if you need full control over if you need your full control over your environment, IaaS is a great option. But if you want to save time and focus on app development, you should choose platform as a service. So it can either be infrastructure as a service or platform as a service. So make sure that Azure service, which you will choose, Azure service will choose your needs that's needed for your cloud services. Thank you. Welcome to LWP Labs. Subscribe to our YouTube channel to view free Azure DevOps live classes And for more videos like this, please contact the number shown in the description. Happy learning!